Hello and welcome to the channel. The subject of today's reading is what are their next actions towards you? We have three cards to choose from. The first one is Serendipity, and that is with this raw jade crystal. The second is the Fates with this raw citrine crystal. And the third is Yin, and that is with this raw rose quartz crystal. I'll give you a minute to pick your cards. So the way that this reading is going to go today is in three parts. We're going to be drawing oracle cards, tarot, and then final message cards. So the opening energy with the oracle cards will be the overall energy of what is in motion between you right now and what is being activated or set into action. In the tarot section, we're going to ask seven different questions and also get clarifiers. Where are they mentally and emotionally? What are they currently deciding or working through? What is driving their next move or their actions? What actions are they being called to take? What is holding them back? What will they do next? And how will you receive their next move? And in the final messages, we will get what they wish they could tell you and what spirit wants you to know about this connection. So we'll shuffle a few of our oracle cards now, and that will give us something to start the reading with. And if you don't want to watch this section, you can skip ahead to your pile now. Spirit, please give me one card for pile 1. Give me one card for pile 2. One card, Spirit. Oh, we got 2. Spirit, give me, and that is for pile 3. Spirit, please give me one card for pile 1. Got a lot of energy today. Spirit, please give me one card for pile 1. One card for pile 1. One card. One card for pile 2. One card for pile 3. Pile 3 wants spoilers. Okay. Spirit, please give me one card for pile 1. One card for pile 2. And I said pile 3 wanted spoilers, and now all the piles want spoilers. Spirit, give me one card for pile 1. Spirit, give me one card for pile 2. Pile 2 wants so many messages. Spirit, give me one card for pile 3. That's too many. Let's try again. Spirit, give me one card for pile 3. I believe that's everything. We'll do the messages and the tarot in the reading, and I'll see you there. Hello, pile 1. You had the card Serendipity for your signifier and this beautiful raw jade. So with Serendipity, we're seeing this little fairy being pulled along on the wind by this 4-leaf clover. So this tells me there's a lot of luck for you coming into your life, and you may be experiencing signs and synchronicities, especially about this connection. So let's see what other oracle cards we have for this reading today. Grounding. Go deep and explore your roots. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Interesting. I already see a correlation here. Walking away. Adjacent possibilities. And opossum and peony. Bashfulness. Okay, this is interesting. I get the sense that you have maybe distanced yourself from family or a group of people from the past, maybe even the person that you're asking about. And because you walked into sort of a new timeline, a new space, Spirit is asking you to look at the parts of your heritage and of your family, of your ancestry that is grounding to you, that shows you a sense of who you are. And in doing that, you will better be able to find the luck and opportunity in this connection that you're talking about. With the bashfulness card, I get the sense that either you or the person that you are asking about is potentially shy or hesitant about this connection. And it may have something to do with the family issues or that disconnection from your roots. And you may be asking about family. This isn't necessarily a romance reading, although that's what I usually pick up. I almost pick up that this is maybe a person from your past, maybe a parent, maybe a sibling, that's asking you to come back into their lives. And they want to open the door to that possibility, but the possibility of healing the relationship, but there is a sense of bashfulness holding them back. So let's take a look at what the tarot has to say. I'm getting the sense with this reading that this is possibly a family member that you're inquiring about, someone from your past, someone from your ancestry lineage that wants to come back into your life possibly. And they want to there's maybe you've been getting signs about this person and it's been making you think about them. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Our first question is, where are they mentally and emotionally? Spirit, please give me a card to for where pile one's person is mentally or emotionally. Okay, Spirit's giving us 2 cards. Victory, Ace of Cups. I feel like this person has recently had a success in their life and they're wanting to give you an offering. They're wanting to give you like a balm or a sustenance. They want to celebrate with you. Spirit, what is one's person currently deciding or working through? The 4 of Coins. They're holding on to something. And they're really protective about it. It could be resources, it could be emotional connection, it could be energy or stories about the past. And they don't want to come out of this protective environment, even though, like, they're afraid to come out of the protective environment, but they can see that they need to. Spirit, what is pile one's person's next move? 5 of Swords. I get the sense that they think if they move towards you, they're going to be betrayed, or there was some kind of betrayal. What action are they being called to make? What is pile one's person being called? Okay, so they're being called towards a great deal of change. They have to tear down something that was constructed in the past and let go of a lot. What is holding them back from moving towards you? What is holding them back from taking action towards you? Yeah, there's a really heavy burden. This change, like, I feel like this person has to deal with their own shame. They have to deal with their regret and whatever it was that made you walk away. This is either a parent or someone who you were in a relationship with. It could be platonically, it could be a boss, it could even be like a romantic relationship. But this person was like an authority, it was like a parent. And there was some kind of betrayal. And now they're having to really look at what they did and the burden of looking at themselves, of tearing down, of having that terror moment where they really deconstruct all of their beliefs and all of the reasons why they betrayed you is a really heavy burden. And that's what's holding them back because they maybe haven't really done that work yet. They can't let go of their position. What will they do next, Spirit? What will pile one's person do next? Okay, so this is very positive. The Sun and the Magician. It feels like they are cycling towards a very abundant and creative moment. And they want that spark of magic and potential to be able to help them move towards you. The sun goes up and the sun goes down. And they're hoping that they can gather the strength to rise to the occasion. How will you receive their next move? Spirit, how will pile one receive their person's next move? The lovers. Okay. So this is telling me that you have a decision to make, but this person appeared to you as a beast, as someone fairly dangerous. But if they make this move towards you in good faith, you will receive it with affection and compassion and care. All right, let's go ahead and clarify these. Please clarify the Ace of Cups, where they are mentally and emotionally. One card, please. Where are they mentally and emotionally? They haven't really fully developed yet. They're still sort of waiting on the harvest. They're waiting maybe on you. Maybe they're waiting for a sign, but it hasn't really quite come together yet. What are they currently deciding and working through? Please clarify the Four of Coins. The Fool. Yeah, they need to let themselves be new and innocent. They need to come out from under the water and breathe fresh air. They need to take a chance. They need to step forward. And that's that coming out of this really protective space that they are and emerging from the waves and letting themselves be. I'm hearing the it's not the right Disney song, but I'm hearing that because I thought it was The Little Mermaid, but it's actually a lot of the song A Whole New World, that they need to emerge into a whole new world, and they are deciding on whether or not they can actually come out of this place that they've been, of this shelter, this emotional shelter that they've held on to. What is driving their next move? Please clarify the Five of Swords, the Empress. I get the sense that this is how they see you. What is driving their next move is that they think you're very special. They think that you are a divine feminine being, someone with a lot of abundance and a lot of nurturance and care and beauty, and that they want to connect with you. And that is what's driving them towards you. What action are they being called to take? Please clarify the Tower. Please clarify the Tower, Spirit. The Two of Coins. Okay, this card is really giving me that feeling of a parent again. that they know they need to get over their stuff so that they can be in a reciprocal, balanced relationship with you. And they're really being called to, I mean, go to therapy, do an ayahuasca trip, something. They're really being called to dive into their psychology and overcome the past. What is holding them back from taking this action? Please clarify the 10 of Wands, Spirit. The 9 of Coins. What is holding them back? Maybe they feel like it would be a burden to you that you're in such a good place. You're in such an abundant place that if they come to you, that it would burden you. And it's bringing it back to this bashfulness. They're just not really sure if they want to bring the past into your life. What will they do next, Spirit? Oh, King of Swords. I feel like they're still scrutinizing, they're still deciding. If they do come in, let's take a look at these cards here. This is what will they do next? And they are really hoping for a cycle where they can manifest something new with you. But at the same time, they're going to be intelligent about it. They're going to be strategic about it. They're going to be careful about it. Okay, let's clarify the Lovers and how will you receive their next move? The Emperor. Okay. I get that you will receive their next move with a lot of strength, a lot of boundaries, a lot of authority. That you are willing to let this person back into your life. But when they come in, you will be fully armored and you will be fully prepared. So let's take a look at what messages they would like to tell you. I'm not sure that these cards I made are going to be appropriate for a parent child situation, which is really what I'm getting here. But we will sort of alter them if they're coming out too relationship health heavy. I think the universe for you. You are everything to me. Okay, this really still goes with a parent child relationship because these are feelings that parents often feel for their children. Spirit, what other messages do they wish they could tell? Does pile one's person wish they could tell pile one? Oh, everything. I want to tell you all the messages. Okay, we'll take these. I write you letters I'll never send. That's really goes with what I'm feeling here. I want to tell you everything I've been holding back. And I knew from the moment we met. Yeah, they want to tell you how much you matter to them. And it looks like they've been sort of practicing what they would say. And I knew from the moment we met, if this is a parent, then like a child's birth is a huge moment for a parent. And I get to the sense that they want to tell you that you are everything to me. Oh, I'm getting kind of choked up. Like I almost like feel like I want to cry. Okay, let's get some more messages of what pile one's person wants to tell them. Ooh, this just overwhelming grief, so much sadness and regret. Spirit, please give me some messages that pile one's person wishes that they could tell pile one. The snake, competition, enemy, the other woman, look over your shoulder. Yeah, there's some kind of betrayal here. If this is a parent, maybe the parent cheated on the other parent. This is really speaking to that betrayal that I saw. And what is driving their next move? And the Five of Swords. Spirit, what does pile one's person wish they could tell pile one? Shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, transformation. So something came into their life, like we talked about with the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands. Some new opportunity. And that is what initiated this transformation. Maybe they won the lottery or something. Maybe they got some news, maybe they got an inheritance, maybe it's just something that they want to share with you. And it is creating this transformation and this desire to reach out to you. Spirit, what does pile one's person want to tell them? Paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoy each other honeymoon phase. I almost feel like they want to take you on vacation. Separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. They want to, yeah, they miss you. They're thinking about you. They are thinking about better times. Maybe they're thinking about a vacation that you went on in the past where you were happy and you were all together. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you about this connection in our final messages. What does Spirit want you to know about this connection, pile one? My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And I've already gotten the sense that you're a very strong person, that you have good boundaries, that you're an abundant person and you're in a good place. And that you already know how to deal with this person. And that if you do let them back in, that you'll do it in a grounded way. You'll do it in a wise, um, self-loving way. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Okay, exactly. This is this whole reading. It's kind of asking you to see this person, and this isn't to say that people aren't responsible for their behaviors, because they are, but it's almost asking you to see this person's wounding and the reason why they are or were the way they were, and to let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. It's spirits asking you to reevaluate who this person is. And I think that you have the wisdom and the clarity, and that you're coming from a place of standing in your power. So I think that you're fully capable of doing that. Not everyone is. Not everyone is prepared to reimagine a person who has hurt them, but I think that you are. One more message for our pile one. Okay, we got two more messages. When I learn, when I learn, when I lean on the faith of the universe, I'm going to pause here for a second and mention that when I recorded this reading originally, my microphone must have stopped working or disconnected. So I have to re record the end of the recording separately. So right after I was stuttering, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. And I have to, at this point, say that the fact that I kept saying learn, 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 and just now I wanted to say study. So there's something important that was learned, maybe by you or the person that you're asking about. And the next card I pulled was I am the loving energy of the universe. And what I got from this was that Spirit is really asking you to focus on the love inside yourself. You can manifest something new with this person the more that you give yourself. I get the sense that I said something that maybe you didn't need to hear, but then I pulled out the King of Swords card again, and I remember mentioning that when this person comes back into your life, they will be coming correct. They will be coming in a way that is positive and clear headed. They're making a clear decision. Now I'm pulling out the Mermaid Messages cards for the final messages for you from Spirit. And the first card is Opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. And that is showing that there is an opportunity for you to reconnect with this person from your past. And that if you're brave enough, it will be an opportunity. Spirit is also inviting you to meditate, take some quiet time in the still air, recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. So it's more messages of self reflection and self care to focus on your own needs and protecting your boundaries. Getting one final message, and that is change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. And because this person wants to come back into your life, it is going to be a change for you to either accept them or to not accept them. But it is an opportunity to reconnect with somebody who's learned from their mistakes and is ready to give you the nurturance and support that you deserve from a balanced place. So that was your reading. If you would like to learn how to manifest love using tarot, you can get my mini course, and that is linked in the description below. Bye. Hello, pile two. You had the card, the Fates, and this beautiful raw citrine. So the Fates card talks about both letting go of things that are not for you and also accepting the things that are for you. And that is the same with relationships. Some relationships are fated to happen. So let's take a look at our oracle cards. Begin now. Take your first step. So this is maybe walking down a path that is fated for you. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. This is the second fairy that I already see in this reading. And this almost suggests to me that you're stepping into something magical. Maybe you're stepping into your life purpose right now. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Financial constraints. So, with these cards, I'm getting that maybe you are coming into a situation where you want, you're being called into your purpose and you're deciding what you really want so that you can step into that purpose now. And with let your friends help you and financial constraints, I get the sense that Spirit is asking you to let yourself rely on others. And this fear of financial constraints that you might be experiencing can be solved with a little help from your friends. So we got, we got four of these wild woodland oracles. So let's take a look at what is going on there. The horse and the bluebell, modest fortitude. The turtle and coriander, satisfaction. The boar and pumpkin, confidence. Looks like we can put these here. So many of these cards jumped out for this reading. And the elk and ash, strength. I'm really seeing like a lot of messages of confidence and perseverance and strength, and to take confidence in to take satisfaction in this path that you've chosen, that you're stepping on. I almost get the sense that the person that you're talking about is possibly this friend that you need help from so that you can walk on your path. This fate, something that feels like fate to you, something that you feel joy and delight and satisfaction with, that makes you so happy. And it feels like fate to you. And it almost feels like you're asking about, if you really make this decision, if you really choose to walk on your path, will there be support from you? Will this person support you? Maybe it is maybe it is a partner or a friend group or a parent that you are asking about whether or not they're going to support you. But let's see what the tarot has to say. We will ask 7 questions and draw 7 tarot cards, and then we will get clarifiers for each. So, Spirit, what is pile one's person? Where are they mentally and emotionally? Where is pile one's person mentally and emotionally right now? Let's get a better read on your person because I'm getting a lot about you and where you are right now. I get the sense already that they do support you. Okay, where they are mentally and emotionally, the Empress. They feel very strong. They feel like they've given birth to a magical baby. I almost feel like you're asking about a parent, like about your mother or someone who feels maternal. But nevertheless, whatever the case may be, this person, where they are mentally and emotionally, is very abundant. Like they've given birth to something beautiful and magical. Like they have the resources to help you. So whoever this person you're asking about, if they can help you, if they can alleviate the financial constraints, I feel like the answer is yes. What are they currently deciding or working through? The Ace of Swords. This is maybe more like the practical matters, being pragmatic, making that decision about how to make something happen. What is driving their next move? Queen of Swords. This person is very logical. They're very decisive. They're very clear. They're not going to make any rash decisions. They're going to make very well thought out, rational decisions. What action are they being called to take? 9 of Cups. Okay, so this is a very rational, very abundant person. And the action they're being called to take is to sort of live a little, um, is to enjoy the fruits of their labor. The 9 of Cups can be a little bit delusional. It can be a little clingy. But I get the sense from this person that they don't really go there very often. And it feels like want to. They want to go into a place of celebration where they can share the fruits of their labor. What are they holding back? The Moon. What is holding them back? What is holding them back? They're confused. There's some confusion here. There's maybe some confusion coming from you. Maybe you haven't clearly decided yet what it is that you want to do. This is a person who doesn't make rash decisions. But I feel like they see you as someone who is worth investing in, that you're strong enough, that you have the confidence for whatever it is that you are, for whatever journey that you're about to go on. It feels like fate, it feels like your purpose. What will they do next? What will they do next? The Page of Cups. They will listen to their intuition. They will listen to their inner guidance. How will you receive their next move? How will you receive their next move? Pile 2. Oh, okay. The Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands. I feel like you will definitely rise to the occasion. If this person offers you a financial help, I feel like you will definitely rise to the occasion. You'll make the right decision and you will move swiftly into action. We have a lot of swords here. It's like we're really trying to be intelligent about our actions. We're trying to be logical and to get past this confusion of indecisiveness. There is a little bit of maybe there's some delusion happening. But I feel like you and whoever you're talking about are perfectly capable of getting past that or working with it productively. Okay, let's clarify the Empress. Where are they mentally and emotionally right now? Yeah, they're ready to give. This person is in a space where they are mentally and emotionally prepared to give. They're prepared to share. My frame is getting crowded. Okay, I think we've got everything on the screen. Okay, let's clarify the Ace of Swords. What are they currently deciding and working on? The Eight of Cups. They're going on their own journey. They have their own journey into the moonlight. And the path that you're on inspires them to go on their own journey. It's almost like you bringing your path and your joy to them. It is like it has activated their own mystical journey. What is driving their next move? Let's clarify Queen of Swords. Judgment. What is driving their next move? It's almost like they don't want to go to their maker without having, this is weird to say, like they don't want I don't always read the Judgment card this way, but these sort of spirits ascending into the afterlife right after this Eight of Cups card of this like spiritual journey. It's almost like they want to live in a way where they are fully in alignment with the great beyond. They want to be in alignment with spirit. They want to do what is calling them, what they know is right. What action are they being called to take? So let's clarify the Nine of Cups. Too many cards. This is the one we want. The Queen of Wands. Okay, so this person usually behaves with a lot of mental clarity and precision, and they are being called to be more passionate, to be more fiery, to loosen up a bit. I almost feel like this is your mom pile too, or someone who feels like a mom. What is holding them back? Let's clarify the moon. Eight of Coins. Maybe they feel like you haven't done the work yet, or there's more work to be done. What will their next move be? Let's clarify the Page of Cups. The Magician. They're going to make it happen. They're going to use their intuition and they're going to make it happen. So this person, I get the sense, this whole reading has been telling me that you have asked for help on a path that's opening to you that feels fated, that feels joyful and delightful and satisfying, and but you needed to ask for help, and you needed to ask for financial help possibly, and this is possibly a parent, um, and this parent is going to make it happen. They're going to make it happen. How will you receive their next move? Clarify the Knight of Swords. Ace of Coins. Yeah, you're totally going to rise to the occasion. You will know, if you get that financial help, you will know exactly what to do with it. Exactly what to do with it. Cool. Okay, this is our tarot. Now we're going to move on to messages and what your person wishes they could tell you. These are some cards that I made myself, and they're a little skewed towards romantic relationships, but since I'm really sensing a parent here, which I did in pile 1 too, but this is a completely different energy than pile 1. If I get cards that are skewing a little too romantic, I'll modify them for what I think it could mean coming from a parent. Spirit, what does pile two's person wish they could tell pile 2? I watch your socials more than you know. I've lost hope. I'm protecting myself. Interesting. Interesting. Let's get a little more, because these are completely different than everything I've seen so far, and get an idea of how to interpret this. Watch your socials pointing me now. This may be where the confusion is coming from. Spirit, what does pile two's person wish they could tell them? Maybe there's an issue with social media. What does pile two's person wish they could tell them? Please clarify these messages, Spirit. I love you more than I can show. I'm healing so I can love you as much as you deserve. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled these. I feel like maybe there's an issue around social media that is making this person hesitant to help you. And it may be something that happened in the past. And that might be why we got the confusion and the Eight of the Moon and the Eight of Coins. Like they feel like you haven't done the work yet. And this may be that for you to go down this path, this fated path, you need to clean up your socials. You need to clean up the way that you behave on social media. And hey, like who hasn't overshared on the internet? And what I'm getting from this is that your person knows whatever you're doing on social media could interfere with your new path. So maybe it is a situation where you need to start over, delete your accounts, make a fresh start. And yeah, maybe these old social medias are a lost cause. You know, you you should just delete them if they're not working. It's like opening you up to maybe bad um influences, like negative influences that maybe this person like does not get along with. Like they want to help you, but there's some interference maybe with some activity online. Okay, I was not expecting to go there, but that's what they wish they could tell you. Now let's get and maybe if you deal with this situation, it will be a lot easier for them to help you, because I feel like this issue of the influences on your social media accounts, maybe old posts, maybe an old way of presenting yourself is the thing that is sort of holding them back from, giving you the financial support that you need. All right, let's see what spirits messages for you about this connection are. What does Spirit want you to know about this connection? Spirit, what is pile two's messages? Actually, wait, let's do this deck. We'll get them, we'll clarify these. We'll get a few more messages from your person, what they wish they could tell you. And that might help me interpret these cards. Abundance, positive mindset, manifest gratitude, bliss, blessings, clock, needing time, cycles to take time, time to heal, progressing, death. Relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform, what's dead is dead. Okay, this person has the abundance and they're ready, like the time, they're ready to help you. But these weird relationships, like it's time to cut these people out of your life. Expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Like, yeah, it's like you need, it's so weird. Like, you need new social media accounts. You need to cut certain influences out of your life. Like, you see this, it's like a phone. Like, it needs to go from, like, you need these relationships need to end. And then you need to start over with messages of love. You know, it's very common. If you're starting maybe like a spiritual business or a healing business or some creative, artistic, I'm really feeling like you are a fairy, you know? You are this beautiful, joyful fairy, and your fate is to be happy and open-hearted and joyous and beautiful and abundant. And that you're like right on the precipice of this, and you're inspiring this person. You're inspiring this person to take their own journey of discovery. But you know, the internet lasts forever. Like, and unless you go and you delete that old energy, it's going to stay there forever. So, very specific message, but I can't help see what I'm seeing. Okay, let's get Spirit's messages to you, pile two, about this connection with your person. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Yeah. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Hope is the conduit for miracles. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I get that Spirit is asking you to sort of let go of your expectations around this person, and that your best course of action is to really try to manifest the best for both of you, because this person is on their own spiritual journey. They're finding their own sort of inner joy and lightheartedness and passion, and you've inspired that in them. So the more that you hope for their sort of transformation and spiritual growth, the more it's going to benefit you, because you're kind of on this journey together. Nevertheless, I really do get the sense that this person wants to help you. They want to be there for you. And that if they do help you, you're going to rise to the occasion. You're going to know how to deal with it. So let's get our final messages from Spirit for you from the Mermaids Oracle deck. We'll ask the mermaids what their last messages for you are pile 2. What is pile 2's messages from the mermaids? What do the mermaids want to tell pile 2? Give me 4 cards, Spirit. Rescue, help others in need, or ask for assistance when you need it. So that's going back to ask your friends for help. It's telling you, Spirit's telling you that asking for help is fine. Meditate. Take some quiet time in the still air. Yeah. Pray for the best outcome for all. 2 more messages from the mermaids. Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wanders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. Yeah, that's like more of this surrendering energy. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. Yeah, well, I didn't understand quite what that meant at first. Wash its chest of wonders ashore, meaning the treasure is coming to you. You never know what the tide may bring you. Yes. Yes. That abundance is coming in. That abundance is coming in. Generosity. What good is treasure if you keep it for yourself? Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. This person that you're asking about that is could be the one who is there to help you start on your new path. It's really their generosity to you is generosity themselves, and you receiving the treasure and praying and manifesting and meditating on your connection and your abundance. Like you guys are helping each other simultaneously. It's reciprocal, and it's a very positive situation. I really see that your ship is coming in for sure. We just had that little weird thing about social media, and if that is a message specifically for someone watching pile 2, then I hope that helps. It's it's not that uncommon to have weird stuff that we need to clean up on the internet. So if you want to learn how to manifest love using tarot, you can get my mini course, and the link is in the description below. I enjoyed reading for you today, pile 2, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. Hello, pile 3. You had the Yin card and this beautiful raw rose quartz. They look very nice together. Yin is the principle of receptivity. And in a relationship reading, right off the bat, that kind of says to me that it's time to wait and lean back, relax, and allow yourself to receive. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards. This deck was really active when we shuffled. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. That really goes along with the Yin card already. Finding a place of rest and relaxation. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah, this whole energy is all very congruent. We're really relaxing, attracting, letting things come to us. Cornucopia. Yes, and in this relaxed, attractive, laid back, receptive energy, all of the abundance is coming to you and opening up to you. And we have the bobcat and blackthorn, and that's for patience, which goes along with this whole vibe that we have going here. Patience to wait, to receive, for the abundance to come to you, for the person that you are asking about to come to you, and being in your yin energy where you're allowing, and maybe things are not happening as fast as you would like. Spirit is asking you to have patience around that, because when you wait when you have patience to receive, you receive more. You receive cornucopia of abundance. Let's take a look at what your tarot cards have. So the first question is, where are they mentally and emotionally? Let's give this deck a little shuffle. This is the Tarot of the Psychic Dreamer. Where are they mentally and emotionally? Where is pile three's person mentally and emotionally? This is already a very clear message to you. Where is pile three's person mentally and emotionally? The Nine of Wands. I feel you have the Chariot and the Nine of Wands here for where they are mentally and emotionally. And I feel like this is saying that they're working on something, but they're working very fast. They're working very fast to prepare themselves. They're taking a lot of action. They're doing a lot of work, a lot of preparation. What are they currently deciding or working on? What is pile three's person currently deciding or working on? The Sun. They're working on a rebirth, on a renewal, on growing, on really learning to shine. What is driving their next move? What is driving pile three's next move? The Four of Pentacles. I feel like they are holding on to something. Maybe that's you. They don't want to let you go. What action are they being called to take? Too many cards, Spirit. What action are they being called to take, Spirit? Queen of Cups. They want to come to you emotionally open. They want to come to you prepared for intimacy and to meet you where you are. What is holding them back? What is holding pile three's person back? What is holding pile three's person back from taking action towards them? The Hermit. They're in a deep place of contemplation where they're really diving into themselves and preparing themselves to come towards you. Like what I saw with the Nine of Wands, this is about them making themselves ready. What will they do next? Temperance. I feel like they're learning to balance themselves, balance their connection with you, learning to sort of go with the flow and to be at peace with the different polarities between you. How will you receive their next move? How will pile three receive their person's next move? The Ten of Wands, that feels very heavy. Feels very heavy. Interesting. Maybe it's a burden. And maybe because they're in so much preparation energy, it feels like a burden to wait because their next move is maybe not moving. Even though we had the Chariot and the Nine of Wands, it still feels like a preparatory movement. And maybe that is what feels like a burden to you. Let's go ahead and clarify our tarot. Where is pile three's person mentally and emotionally right now? Let's clarify the Chariot and the Nine of Wands. The Three of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they're really trying to balance themselves out and they're waiting for their ship to come in. They're waiting for something to happen, to receive news, to get to get paid, to get some kind of windfall. They're very much in this preparatory energy. And I feel like they're preparing themselves for you. What are they currently deciding and working on or working on? Seven of Wands and the Three of Cups. There is some social stuff going on here. They may feel really behind the eight ball with their friend group or their work. The people in their life, maybe it's not as harmonious as they would like it to be. They feel like they're being attacked. And this may have to do with you. Maybe this is the decision, is coming into this harmony or bringing you in. I feel like socially they're preparing a place for you in their life. And that's what they're working on. a friend group or a family group. What is driving their next move? Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. What is driving pile three's person's next move? Clarify the Four of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Okay, they want to give you what you deserve, but that means they have to walk away from something else. And that may be this Seven of Wands energy, that friend group or family group that feels confrontational. To be able to give you the attention and love that you deserve, they have to walk away from something else. What action are they being called to take? What is pile three's person's action? What action are they being called to take? Please clarify the Queen of Cups. Spirit, please clarify the Queen of Cups. Justice. Yes, they have to make that decision. They have to find mental clarity. They're weighing the pros and cons, and they have to finish. There's things that they need to finish. There's things that they need to arrange to be able to slice through any confusion. What did we have here? Now, they need to be able to make the decision to walk away. And they just haven't gotten there yet. What is holding them back? What is holding back pile three's person from taking action towards pile three? Please clarify the Hermit. Please clarify the Hermit for me. The Ace of Swords and Judgment. What's holding them back? It's that decisive thought in making the final judgment. It's just they haven't made the final decision. Something needs to come through for them. Like they need an epiphany. They need to know for sure that they're making the right move. I'm not sure why. What will they do next? What will pile three's person do next? Six of Swords and the Lovers. Okay, so they're coming towards you. They're moving away from this other energy and coming into union with you. So it's coming. It is coming. They're balancing themselves out. They're finding a way through. How will pile three receive their person's next move? Please clarify the Ten of Wands. Please clarify the Ten of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles and the Fool. Okay, so we're coming in with innocence and abundance. And I think maybe we're overcoming this period of feeling burdened by waiting, by not knowing, not fully understanding where they are and where they're coming from. But once they finally make that decision, once they have clarity, They are going to move towards you into union. Yes, once they've made that choice, whatever choice they need to make, and you will feel completely abundant and innocent and new, and it will be exciting and fresh and clean and pure. It's feeling very, very good. I still like, there's something missing here, something I'm not seeing. I'm not sure what choice it is that they need to make, even though we pulled a lot of cards. I'm going to pull one more oracle card to get a sense of what choice they need to make. What is the energy of the choice pile three's person needs to make to take action towards pile three? What is the choice they need to make? Higher power. I wonder if there's a religious issue. Like maybe you two have religious differences. Maybe their spiritual community is what is holding them back, or you have different spiritual beliefs, and that doesn't fit in with his peer group or family. Okay, so let's move on to the messages section. We're going to get our final messages, and we're going to ask what they wish they could tell you. What does pile three's person wish they could tell them? Spirit, what does pile three's person wish they could tell them? What does pile three's person wish they could tell them? I cry when I think about losing you. You're everything to me. I don't like who I am when I'm with you. Maybe that's why there is a separation, because they are really having to get their stuff together and to be able to accept you for who you are. I'll always love you, but I can't keep doing this. I thank the universe for you. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff that they need to work through because they obviously want to be with you. There's some kind of spiritual difference. There's some social issue that's keeping you apart. And maybe they have not been the best about that. Maybe they've not been very charitable about that. And they regret that. And they don't want to continue being that way towards you. They really need to work that out before they take action towards you. And this whole reading is telling me that you should not take action towards this person. The love is there, the care is there, and they know they need to make a decision. They know they need to work on themselves. And when they do, the energy will be really good when you come together. But we're still really waiting for this person to get their stuff together. We'll get a couple of more messages about what they wish they could tell you. Spirit, what does pile three's person wish they could tell pile three? What do they wish? they could tell you. Spirit, what does... Okay, got a lot of messages here. Healing heart. Healing, heartbreak, toxicity, addiction, abusive relationships. Okay, so that's their healing. They're trying to heal themselves, trying to deal with their issues. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So they're really thinking about you. Addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, control, emotional block. Whatever happened between you, like they know that they need to deal with that. You know, I was thinking about the higher power card, and in AA, they go through a process where they accept a higher power. And maybe that's part of the higher power. Maybe it's not a religious issue. Maybe it's part of their recovery. Death. Relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's said is dead. They don't want to be the person they were before. They want to put that in the past. Love call. Expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. They want to reach out to you. Needing time, cycles, and takes time to heal, progressing. Okay. They need time. They need time to work. Maybe they're in a addiction recovery. Maybe they're working through their issues. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of healing energy, but they think about you. They want to reach out to you, but it really is better that they don't. It's better that they don't reach out to you until they've completely transformed themselves. Yeah, they know that they need time. They know that they need to work through their stuff. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to ask Spirit what messages Spirit has for you about this connection. Spirit, what messages do you have for pile 3 about this connection with their person? What messages do you have for pile 3 about their connection with this person? The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Right, you need to have faith in yourself. The universe has my back. Yeah, you need to tune into yourself and stay in that receptive, attractive, sanctuary energy, because that's where you have all of your power and all of your abundance. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams, and the universe works fast when I'm having fun. Yes, these are all very supportive, very nurturing energies to just remind you to focus on yourself and to pour your love and attention into yourself. And the more you love yourself, the more you give this person space to heal whatever it is that they need to heal. So for the final messages, we're going to take a look at the messages from the mermaids. Spirit, what final messages do you have for pile 3 about the connection and their person? Reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. It feels like this is really about self-reflection and looking at yourself and looking into the void of possibilities, the great open space of possibility, and all of that is available to you. Spirit, what other messages do you have for pile 3 about this connection? Prudence. Don't get lured by the siren song. Yeah. You really need to stay in your own energy and not reach out to this person. That's what I would suggest, is to wait, is to stay in receptive energy and wait. Self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. So, yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. When this person does come in, they're going to come in correct. Anchor. Keep yourself grounded. Yeah. Keep yourself in your sanctuary. I think that this person does really care about you, but they know that they are not ready for a connection yet. And when they do make a movement towards you, it means that they will be ready. And you really are being asked to take care of yourself and to have patience. That is my reading for you today, pile 3. It's been lovely being in your energy. If you would like to learn how to manifest love using tarot, you can get my mini course, and the link is in the description below. Bye.